What are you doing?
See what I got? Your favorite cup.
You're fucking retarded.
What?
He takes the best cups. I'm gonna buy a huge fucking cup. Straight from America.
You will be the
Because in America we have like decent sized cups, so we
Yeah.
don't have to go refill 50 million times in an
I
hour.
know.
It's fucking bullshit. Okay. Are we okay? Yeah, the stream's okay. We're all okay. I should be wearing my Fort Brofester Hit Squad shirt.
Go put it on. You're running Team Liquid right now. The dandy at one point.
You're right. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? This is Destiny, doing Monday Mail number 13.
Oh.
Stop staring at me, Desro. You're fucking creeping me out. Alright, before I start, I should plug my, the guys that kind of help me out a little bit more, and because it's an awesome card. I used the C985 capture card from AverMedia. There's a link to Amazon for it, and I have a promo code that saves you $10 for it too if you want to buy it. It's the same capture card I brought with me to Poland, and it's the same capture card that I used to capture my shit and stream. Alright, top 5 questions from the Destiny subreddit. Here we go. The first question is from Hobo Narwhal. Hobo Narwhal. I feel like that's like an inside Reddit joke and I just don't understand it, but okay. How many times do you fap a day, and does living at the Ministry of Wind house affect your fapping schedule? I don't never have to fap at the Ministry of Wind because Desro takes care of all of my sexual needs, actually. Which is really nice of Desro, I appreciate him for that. Alright, the next question comes from Dash Stew Dash. Do I read the dashes in the name or what?
I think you should look at the cam more and not care about their names.
You told me to read the name!
But you weren't looking at the cam.
Because I gotta read the question. Okay, this question comes from Stu. Who is the personality in the StarCraft community that you respect and why? Who is the player in the StarCraft community that you respect and why? In the StarCraft 2 community, for personalities, I guess like Artosis is cool. He's like my favorite caster and everything.
I respect you very much.
Thanks, Moro, you fucking piece of shit. Total Biscuit is also super cool. Who else is there for personalities? I don't know, I don't watch many people anymore. I hate the StarCraft 2 community. No, I'm just kidding, don't say that. Yeah, I don't know. For players, I thought Stefano was really cool because he kind of came out of nowhere and started kicking ass as a foreigner too. It made it seem pretty easy. And I don't really follow the Korean scene that much, so I don't really know who to say. I'm gonna kill you. Desro, none of that shit. I don't really know too many Korean players right now that seem to be cool, so yeah. I'm not a good person to ask when it comes to community stuff because I don't really follow the scene too much, but I'm just gonna stick with Artosis, that's my answer. Artosis and Stefano. What's the meanest thing you've ever done to someone? Fuck, I don't know. I would have to think about that. I should read these questions in advance. That question came from 11CN.
RuneScape lore.
RuneScape. Okay, so I don't know if this is the meanest thing I've ever done to somebody. So back when I played StarCraft Brood War, I had 3 close friends we kind of played games with. 2 close friends and then another guy. There was me, another guy named Joe that you might remember me talking to a lot if you'd heard him, if you listened to my stream a long time ago. And then Kyle, obviously everybody knows Kyle. And we had this friend in Brood War. His name online was Flash. Obviously it wasn't the Flash, but whatever, his name was Flash. And this guy was really special. He was super gullible and he was just kind of strange. He actually reminds me a lot of Major, the more that I think about it. But we would just fuck with this guy so much. He would believe anything. We would just tell him shit and he would believe it. We did this so many times. I remember there was a time where I logged online with Joe and Kyle was offline. And so me and Joe spent the day, or I think Joe spent the day copying and pasting weird error messages to him. And eventually Flash, or John was his name, John messages me and he's like, what's wrong with Joe? I don't understand, he keeps doing this weird shit. And basically, to save you a 30-minute story, we ended up convincing him that 2 of us were bots and the other person was just Kyle or me controlling the bots to fuck with him. And we went through all this evidence of how we were really bots and we started bringing up really irrelevant shit. And he believed us 100%. And he didn't log on to StarCraft Brood War for 2 weeks after that because he was so fucking mad because he thought we betrayed him. Holy shit, that was pretty funny. That's probably the meanest thing I've done to anybody online that I can think of. This question is from Desfuck.
Hi!
Why do you post in my threads? There's another thing, but he's just talking about keeping the camera zoomed in. I don't know what this is. I don't care. Okay, from Desro. If you ran a business similar to Ministry of Wind, what would you do differently that they're not already doing? How much more successful do you think it would be? I don't even know. Like, when it comes to running a team house, I don't think it would be anything that I would ever try to do because they don't seem profitable, and it seems really hard to make them profitable. So I don't think I would ever go down that road. I don't know. I mean, things seem okay here. Like, really, the only complaint I've had about this place is probably the food, I guess. But I mean, other than that, it seems okay. I mean, strong internet and computers, place to sleep seems fine. How many questions is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one. Destiny, I want to hear more about your music major. What exactly were you studying? What school? How many hours a day did you devote to it? Why did you choose music over other things? I want to know because I'm interested in studying music in college.
His name.
His name is NVR Wasabi. I don't know about Destiny's experience. I'm reading the next comment now because it looks relevant. I don't know about Destiny's experience, but I was a music major at the University of Colorado. He did trombone. Generally, I would spend about 4 hours a day practicing, plus rehearsal time and gigs in the evening, which would put me up playing about 6 to 10 hours a day. I also had classes to take on top of practicing time, but they weren't that hard. Most of the time I had oral skills, music theory, and 2 social science classes to go through. Alright. What are you guys saying? Alright. When I came out of high school, I really liked music. Like, music was probably the only thing I really liked, besides like playing video games. I don't know, I just had a huge binge for music. I really liked it. When I went into school to study, to be a performance major. I can't teach. Like, I could never get a job teaching. I don't mind teaching, and I don't mind like working with kids, I guess. But I just can't. I don't want to do that full time. It's just not. I would kill myself. Or the students. I don't know. It depends. So when you go into music, there's like 2 paths you can take. There's like 3 paths you can take. The first path is teaching, which is like 90% of people that go into music do teaching. Fuck you. The second path would be teaching. Yeah, teaching. Sorry. Hold on, let me break that up again. The first path is like teaching like an elementary school or whatever. The second path, the second way you can go about teaching is where you like go after more and more and more and more degrees. So you get like a PhD in something. I guess you could do composition or performance, but typically when you get PhDs in music, it's like for higher level teaching, so you can teach at like a university and then people go study under you so they can teach too. And then the third one is performance. And performance is where like I guess you do gigs or whatever to make it so that you can survive. That's like a really hard thing to do though. Gigging for a living it's just super hard. Like if you have gigs to play, then you get paid. If you don't, like you're broke. It's not the kind of life that you want. It's not very stable. Unless you're really, really, really good, then you can get by with doing it. When I went to school, I was working full-time at a casino, and that job was like super sick. So my idea was that I just wanted to pick up a performance degree because having a 4-year degree is fine, or it's nice, I guess. And in America, having a college degree is good. And the job at the casino seemed like it was solid enough to where I could probably rely on that for the rest of my life. So I would build a career out of that and then play music on the side, which is kind of the goal. But that kind of didn't pan out how I wanted it to. How many hours a day did you devote to it? I worked so much in college. Honestly, I was pretty lazy. I should say I was lazy, but I did work a lot. I worked probably on average 50, 60 hours a week. I'd say I tried to play like at least an hour or 2 a day, which honestly you should be playing way more than that. That doesn't include like rehearsals and gigs and whatnot though, but like if you really want to do music, you should practice at least 2 to 4 hours a day. Yeah, I mean you should. If you want to be really good at it, you have to. You have to play at least that much. I was pretty talented when it comes to music, not to brag or anything, but like I could get by with like an hour or 2, in that I wouldn't be failing horribly like in band or wind ensemble or anything like that. But if you really want to excel and you want to like kick ass in music, you have to play more than that. No matter how talented you are, you have to practice more than that. I wouldn't recommend studying music in school, honestly. If you really like music, school is like the worst place to go for it because not very many other people that go to school there like music. I don't know. I hated all the other music majors. They were pretentious as fuck. A lot of them, it felt like I was in like a big club. Like everybody wanted to go to do like music club, and they're like I don't know. There were like 2 other kids there that were like really into music, and then there were like the hardcore people that were really into music. But you could tell like those are the kind of people that probably would have gotten by professionally without ever going to school. Like they just need to take lessons from a really good instructor. If you're interested in doing performance, I would say just fuck school. Just take lessons with somebody and practice a lot. Practice your instrument a lot, and then like go out and try to gig or get jobs somewhere playing. I think that's like your best bet. If you want to go into like teaching or something like that, which is a more solid career, then obviously going to college is definitely preferable in that respect. Yeah, I think that's about it. If you have any more questions, my subreddit is Destiny on Reddit. Go to reddit.com/r/Destiny. I'll post this video there, and then I'll post the next questions for that. Ask whatever questions you want, upvote the ones you want to hear, herp derp derp. Don't forget, check out the Evermedia capture card here, and there's my promo code for it if you want to buy it. And I love you all very much. Peace out.
You look like a dumbass pointing at nothing.
Alright,
Hey, Steven,
what?
for science, you've gone very far.
Thanks, buddy.
That was a pretty good first try. Not looking like you have autism.
But I feel like, looking at the camera,
What instrument did you play?
Destiny, you can't give external links on YouTube? Is that true?
No, that's not true.
That's not true.
Did you play sax?
You played sax.
What are sax?
Saxophone?
Oh. Oh, really?
Wait, who did?
Did you
You.
play saxophone?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you've never heard my saxophone stuff, Moro?
Okay, what?
Ocarina of Time.
Okay, tell me what instrument you played.
What?
You played drums, right?
What the
You
fuck?
played saxophone, I told you!
No way.
Hold on.
No, you have to play drums.
Why was that unbelievable?
You have to be drums or flute.
There you go, I linked you, buddy.
I'm
Maybe trying a...
That's why you failed and had to become programmer.
So I played drums?
Hey, but Steven,
Yeah, because you didn't take the right instrument for your personality. Sorry.
Did I link you the same thing?
Steven, I want to believe you will be fluid
You
with
want to
the
link-
names
I did
and
link you that.
looking at the camera and everything.